can't live without this shit, literally. And let me explain to you why. Let's start off basic, right? What's in these energy drinks mainly that makes me so hyped up, right? We got caffeine. Caffeine, it can be found in coffee, green tea, and all these energy drinks that we consume, right? There's other stuff in those energy drinks that can cause us to, you know, have some mental clarity and stuff like that, but mainly this is the main ingredient, right? So every single energy drink can vary sometimes. You know, pre-workout has like the powders. They can carry like however much caffeine you want, I guess, based on how much scoops you do. But generally, if you're doing an energy drink, it's 200 milli-vanillis of that stuff, right? The top 3 main brands that I'm going to talk about are going to be Ghost, Rise, and Gorilla Mind. Now, why these 3? Well, they're some of the top performers in their industry when it comes to pre-workouts in an energy drink form, carbonated through a can. And these 3 are some I find the most appealing. Ghost has a very fancy can, Rise has a crazy complex amount of flavors, and Gorilla Mind has some of the best chemical reactions inside of the can that make you have the best mental clarity ever. I'll explain why in a second. But in terms of caffeine, all of them collectively have 200 milligrams, right? To keep that in perspective, 1 cup of coffee is 95 grams. Grams? Holy shit. 95 milligrams of caffeine. So practically 2 cups of coffee in this nice little energy drink form, right? Now, here's the thing. Once you start taking these, right, a cup of coffee ain't gonna do jack shit except maybe wake you up a little bit. And that's the true horror of this, is because I guess not the true horror. I mean, you're not running from anybody. You're not gonna get stabbed if you don't drink this energy drink, but you will feel like shit. I can't preface this enough. I am a worse of a person without 200 milli-vanillis flowing through my blood, all right? I am a worse of a person, all right? Not just mood, but frankly, how motivated I am, how clear I am in the brain, how focused I am to do things. These things have a real effect on you if you do drink them at least once a day, right? You'll find that the days you don't drink this stuff, oh, you're gonna feel awful. But here's the kicker, right? Here's what they don't tell you. Oh, okay, they say it clearly on the label. If you have the time to look at it and to like search up these chemicals and stuff like that, you will find that a lot of these have extra stuff to it. It's not just caffeine, right? If it was just caffeine, it'd probably be easier to wean off. But here's one of the secret ingredients I feel like is not talked about enough. Where's my fucking, there we go. It's called Alpha GPC. My G's are ugly, get a fucking grip, all right, Alex? Damn! So, each company has a different amount of alpha GPC. So, Ghost, from what I remember and what I understand, is 150 milligrams. Rise has 150 milligrams. And Gorilla Mind, the reason why you might have a better mind-to-muscle contraction with this company specifically is because they put 400 milligrams of alpha GPC, right? What is alpha GPC? Alpha GPC makes me want to nut. Here, I'm having a hard time with explaining what alpha GPC is, so I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT real quick because I'm not the smartest person when it comes to this. I just thought I'd let everybody know because this shit hurts me. It hurts me hard. Hey ChatGPT, what is alpha GPC?
Alpha GPC, alpha-glycerphosphcholine, is a compound that can boost choline levels in the brain. It's often used as a supplement to support cognitive function, memory, and learning. People also use it for its potential to enhance physical performance and strength, especially in athletes. It works by increasing the release of the neurotransmitter acetylcholine, which is important for learning and muscle contraction. Would you like more details on how it's used or its benefits?
I love you.
I care about you too, Alex. Is there anything else on your mind today?
besides getting my heart broken by ChatGPT, that's basically the gist of it. I could go on a whole spiel about this thing and I could, you know, run my mouth, but here's the main point right now is it's alpha GPC, right? And you'd be thinking like, whoa, 400 milligrams, whopping consecutive amount of alpha GPC, that's a lot, right? The thing is that they're kind of nice about it, and it's alpha GPC 50%, which means that if it's 150 milligrams of alpha GPC 50%, it's not actually 150 milligrams of pure alpha GPC, it's actually 75. So for Ghost it'd be 75, for Rise it'd be 75, for Gorilla Mind it'd be 200, right? Which is crazy, right? You can buy alpha GPC in pill form on Amazon, I believe, but most of the ones you will find are 50% because the 50% is pure alpha GPC is what you're getting. The other half is stabilizers, basically trying to make the chemical compound not have a bad reaction with you in any type of way. That I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You can fact check me right in the comments, you know, oh, like, subscribe, thank you. So you can see the obvious difference here is like if you're a newbie, right, and you start off on just coffee, right, and you stay on coffee and you don't veer near this zone, you really don't have to worry about missing out on any of this good chemical, right? But once you switch to Ghost, Rise, or Gorilla Mind, it goes off the charts, especially if you start off with Ghost and Rise, and then the one time you have Gorilla Mind, and you're able to bench an extra 20 pounds, right, for reps, like obviously you're gonna be like, oh, this is obvious that Gorilla Mind might be the better company, right? You know, I pretty much try and go off of flavors most of the time. I think Ghost has the best tasting flavors. I think that Rise has the greatest assortment and variety of flavors, and I think Gorilla Mind, if you need it, it's there for you. It's there to be the best version of you that you can be. I come out of drinking Gorilla Mind with so much motivation, it's insane, and then I wake up the next day slightly depressed and off the charts and off my mood. I wouldn't say I'm like a bitchy person, but I do become less motivated. Like I'll notice that maybe at work I won't have the hustle and bustle like I usually do, or that if I do wean off of this, right, I do start kind of like not remembering stuff as much as I do. Now this could be the negative side effects of not taking it, so I might as well just take it because they do use it for patients with Alzheimer's. Not Gorilla Mind, alpha GPC, that'd be insane. Now, by just looking, let's use Gorilla Mind, right? The one that has the best, probably, ingredient list out here. For example, the 200 milligrams of caffeine and the 400 milligrams of alpha GPC, 50%, are not the only things that are inside of this can of Gorilla Mind. For example, we got 1,000 milligrams of L-tyrosine, 200 milligrams of uridine, 15 milligrams of saffron, which is nuts. I haven't seen that in any other formula. 100 milligrams of L-theanine, which I do know comes from green tea plant, like the actual leaf, and then 200 micrograms of huperzine A. Now I could go in depth about what each of these do, but basically this helps with the utmost mental clarity, helps with blood flow, helps with all that stuff, right? It's so weird to be normal without all of this flowing through you, right? And I think that's kind of the danger, I want to say, I suppose, that all these, you know, different energy drink brands do, is that they garden themselves as like this 0 to 15 calorie high energy functioning drink, which is true, but if you start taking them daily and sometimes taking them twice a day for 400 milligrams per day, it's gonna be hard to live without it. And the days where you don't have any will be tough. It's not like you're going through withdrawals, of course, but be aware that you could be a zombie without this stuff. So I think that's all I can say for right now. Other than this, thank you for watching this video. This is something I'm gonna be calling Gym Bro advice, because I'm not the most scientific person in the world, but I do have a good gauge of what's going on in the fitness world just because I've been working out for a little bit. And I think that this would be a good series to start. So thank you for watching. I know that if you look at my previous videos, I haven't been very consistent, but that's why it's honestly, is New Year's sane me. the point is not to be a different person, right? Because you're stuck with the person you always are. So, take care. I will see you next time. Good morning!